What's happening?
What's going on, guys?
We're back at Birkhead.
Yep.
So our goal today is we're at the Thornburg Trail Access. The Thornburg Farm, there's a couple families that managed it 1800s all the way to the early 1900s. Now it's kind of being upkept by the Forest Service, I guess, and it has been going through some restoration efforts. But we'll show you some photo of that. There's an old farmhouse here, some barns, grapevines here. They basically used the land to live off of, along with livestock, poultry, and all that stuff, and then hunting and trapping, and maybe a little fishing. So Thornburg Trail is about a mile, 1.7 miles. It's just a out and back, but it connects to the Robin Branch Trail. We haven't done those, so we're going to do that today and hit the Birkhead Trail, which is known as Uwharrie Trail, and see if we can make a loop back down Hannah's Creek and back here, which is about 9.6 miles. So people in Birkhead, yes, you can get high mileage hiking, you can do low mileage hiking. There's different things you can do. You can combine some trails and make loops. So we've done some research. Uwharrie Guide, that's a good one to look at, and we'll post some video here as we come across some cool stuff and give you some highlights of it. Over the years, seems like, yeah, over time when you come here, I've been here a couple times over the years. It seems like every time you come back, it's just a little bit more, damage done to the house and things like that. You can actually go inside this house. It's got 2 levels. But it gives you an idea back in time. Kind of gives you like a mindset from whole different time era that we can't even relate to now. But the big porches, like you imagine, them looking out, having some great views. A lot of the big trees here, they were not here then, and a lot of the fields are now overgrown and got some forest on them now. But here, check this out. But you can tell some of the structure, the foundation, the structure of the house from long ago to where you can tell there's been some upgrades over the years as families transitioned from the 1800s and 1900s. But still, it's kind of cool that you can go in this place and look at all the rooms. Huh. Pretty cool. There's a staircase that goes up. Let's slowly walk up these steps to the second level. I'm not sure why I feel like I gotta talk softly. still cool that you can go in it and walk around, and that overall it's not been vandalized. So that's the farmhouse. Of course, you know, with the upgrades into the 1900s. And then out back has some farm buildings that we'll be able to show you shortly. And Ethan's got the drone up in the sky to get some aerial shots of the farm too before we go hit the woods. This is the back, the smaller back porch. Probably an old well. I'm having a drink here while I'm walking around. You have this cool little well drop, whatever you call it. Getting some good shots, buddy. The old smokehouse would have been here. Replica. It was built in 2018. What a 1920 smokehouse would have looked like. I think you can open the door, I think. I guess you can. Huh. So I guess you hang your meats in here and you have a smokehouse. And then equipment shed garage. Probably from the 1930s is estimating that's been restored. And then over here, you got some structures over here, some old barns we'll check out briefly. This saying 1900 carriage house is what you're looking at there. In the distance back here, there's an old structure. You can walk in these. So that's the carriage house. And then of course, hey, you gotta have a chicken house too. That's over there. This is called a tack shed, from about 1950. And then the chicken house is right here. Every homestead had those back in the day. And then you have that's a shed here and a huge barn. And then all their farming, you have all these farming fields. There's lots of fields, but they're just overgrown now. All that would have been farmed. And then of course, homesteads were scattered throughout. They would trade together and help each other as well. Hey, if anybody knows where they're buried at, is there any graves out here for the Thornburgs or the other families in the area from this homestead? I'm not sure. I don't know if there's any graves actually on site or in the property boundaries or not. But so yeah, hope y'all enjoyed the preview of the farm.